It made me cry.
This one's wife. Step down. Now. Hello, I'm H.G. Tudor. There has been fairly extensive press coverage of a development involving an organisation that Prince Harry has had some involvement with. The fact that this incident and the organisation has found its way into the pages of People demonstrates that even a bastion which ordinarily supports the Sussexes is calling into question an exercise of judgment by the Sussex duo, and in particular Prince Harry. The fact that the incident referred to, which does not portray Prince Harry and the Sussexes generally in a good light, is being carried by the People, perhaps demonstrates not only the seriousness of the matter itself, but how they are perhaps less able to rely upon the unwavering support that they once had from certain supine publications. Janine Henney writes, Prince Harry urged to step down from African Park's board amid reports of abuse, rape by rangers. Prince Harry is being called to step down from the board of African Parks amid a report that its rangers raped, beat and tortured indigenous people in Africa. Now, of course, Harry isn't responsible for the behaviour of those individuals, but him remaining involved in an organisation that has members behaving in such a manner, when he and his wife preach the idea of female empowerment, equality, and in effect, he's been referred to as being a feminist by his own wife, doesn't really sit with the idea of remaining on the board of an organisation where such behaviours take place. One would have expected that there would have been a firm statement issued with regard to the behaviour and, more effectively, a decision of, I can no longer be involved and put my name to an organisation that has such behaviour in its ranks. Isn't it the case that this one's wife is always telling people to sit in their truth, whatever the fuck that means, and to behave authentically? That would, to my mind, if she actually understood the concepts, would require her to press her husband to step down from the board as a demonstrative act demonstrating his disapproval of these behaviours. As I stated, he isn't responsible for how they behave. He isn't responsible for what they've done. But he has a responsibility to demonstrate his disapproval of such conduct and to say, I can no longer be associated with an organisation that has people who behave that way. Certainly, if that fits with what the Sussexes say that they believe in, he would have taken that action straight away. On Saturday, the Mail on Sunday published an investigation claiming that guards employed by African Parks abused the Baka people in the Republic of the Congo. Members of the indigenous group, once known as Pygmies, live in Odzala-Kakua National Park, claim that the guards have stopped them from entering forests where they have foraged, fished, hunted and found medicines for millennia by violent means, the outlet reports. According to the Mail on Sunday, community activists allege a Baka man died after being beaten and jailed without medical care, while a woman said she was raped by an armed guard while holding her newborn baby. Other allegations include a teen boy who claimed he was groomed for prostitution by another guard, a man who said he was whipped with a belt while his head was forced under water, and claims that medical staff were subjected to intimidation to cover up abuse. The Mail on Sunday did not disclose when these alleged atrocities took place. Prince Harry, 39, got involved with African Parks in 2016 and became president of the non-profit conservation group that manages national parks across the continent the following year. In 2023, after serving 6 years as president, he was elevated to an officially appointed member of the board of directors, the governing body of the organisation. African Parks currently manages 22 national parks and protected areas in Angola, Benin, Central African Republic, Chad, the Democratic Republic of Congo, Malawi, Mozambique, the Republic of Congo, Rwanda, South Sudan, Zambia, and Zimbabwe, its website outlines. The conservation organisation works with governments and local committees for the rehabilitation and long-term management of national parks. Now, Africa has often held a special place in the heart of Harry, and therefore you would expect that he would respond with considerable concern that something that's so important to him is being tarred in such a way. Indeed, even if perhaps he had adopted some kind of tunnel vision occasioned by being a dimwit, one would ordinarily have expected that the good offices of his wife, supposedly a kind and empathic and compassionate individual, would be saying, "Harry, you can't be associated with an organisation that has people in its ranks behaving this way. It flies in the face of everything that we stand for." But it hasn't happened. That's demonstrative of how it regularly is the case that the Sussex is all about the talking, but not so much about the doing. It's all about the appearance, rather than actually rolling the sleeves up and doing anything. The Times reports that Survival International, a London-based human rights organisation that campaigns to protect and defend the rights of Indigenous and tribal peoples, wrote to Prince Harry in May 2023, when he was president, to inform him of concerns that the Baka people were being abused by armed guards who work for African Parks. The outlet reports that Harry was also sent a video message from a Baka man named Iyaya, who said, "The eco guards are stopping us from going into the forest. I'd like whoever is sending all these people here to hear what it's like. I want the person who's in charge of the eco guards and give them their orders to hear this. Now, there is only torture in the forest." According to the Times, the Duke of Sussex responded within a fortnight with an initially sympathetic letter promising to escalate the concerns to the most senior ranks of the organisation, including the chief executive, Peter Fernhead. The British newspaper said the Zimbabwean conservationist attended Prince Harry's royal wedding to this one's wife in May 2018. However, African Parks alleges that the conservation organisation immediately launched an investigation into the claims, and that Survival International has chosen not to cooperate. A representative for the Duke of Sussex declined to comment when reached by People. Survival International has yet to respond to People's request for comment. Amid the backlash, African Parks issued a statement from the CEO and the board on Saturday to emphasise its zero-tolerance policy for abuse and stress that an ongoing investigation into the allegations made involving the guards at Ozala-Kukua National Park was its highest priority. African Parks has a zero-tolerance policy for any form of abuse and is committed to upholding the rights of local and Indigenous people. Allegations of misconduct are thoroughly investigated and acted on, and all of our parks are managed with a central philosophy of awareness, sensitivity, and commitment to upholding the rights of local people, said the message shared to African Parks' website. We are aware of the serious allegations regarding human rights abuses by eco-guards against local people living adjacent to Ozala-Kukua National Park in the Republic of Congo, which have recently received media attention. We became aware of these allegations last year via a board member who received a letter from Survival International. The statement continued, referencing Prince Harry. We immediately launched an investigation through an external law firm based on the information we had available, while also urging Survival International to provide any and all facts they had. It's unfortunate that they have chosen not to cooperate despite repeated requests, and we continue to ask for their assistance, the statement said. This is an active, ongoing investigation that is our highest priority as an organisation, and we encourage anyone with knowledge of any abuses to report them to us or to the Congolese law enforcement authorities, which will assist with the investigation and ensure that the perpetrators of any abuses are brought to justice. In a piece published on Sunday, Fiora Longo, Campaigns Director of Survival International told the Times that the organisation received no further updates from there and said it was discouraging when the Duke of Sussex then joined the board of directors. He said he took it seriously, but it didn't achieve the change we'd hoped to see. Then, very disappointingly, we learned that Harry had joined the board of directors, said Longo. Poor decision-making again from Prince Harry, and of course, if he's going to rely upon the moral compass that is his wife, there's no point bothering, because it's entirely broken. I'm H.G. Tudor. Thank you for listening.